Hey there, are you a travel creator who is beyond trend chasing and beyond viral views? You've already made it. Your content is working. You are getting brand deals. But now you're kind of like a deer in headlights. Well, it might be because you are treating your travel content creation like an influencer and not a business owner. Over here, I've created the only business building community for established travel content creators who need to save time and create a bigger impact online. We're building this together and you're totally invited. There's literally no community for successful travel content creators who want to build actual businesses and not just chase followers. The first round of this program is very limited to a small number of creators because I want to keep it that way. We're building this together. You literally get one-on-one personalized support with me for a really good deal, if I don't say so myself. To get in on the travel creator business plan, you're going to need to send me a message on Instagram and I will send you all the details. Hey, travel creators, welcome back to the podcast. I'm glad you're here, or happy to welcome you if you are a new listener. But October is here, quarter four is here, which means it is time to stop coasting. And the great lock-in is upon us. The great lock-in is here. And in this episode, I want to share with you exactly what I would do as a travel creator right now to squeeze every last dollar out of 2025 that you can, while setting up the systems that you need to make more money in 2026. This isn't about like waking up earlier and just grinding until your eyes feel like they are crusted over. It's about working smarter in this last final stretch. And please do not confuse what I am saying with grinding yourself to the bone. You will make yourself sick, whether mentally, emotionally, or physically. You have to take breaks. There are ways to build very successful businesses with breaks. Do not confuse what I'm saying with hustle culture. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm about. I enjoy waking up and going for walks and then starting my day. I do not enjoy peeling open my laptop as soon as my eyes open as well. The reality check is Q4 is here, ladies and gentlemen, and that is when people can make their entire year's worth of salary in these next 3 months. And I just think that's a really fun opportunity to have in mind, thinking like, okay, I don't want you to think of these next 90 days as like, oh no, oh no, here we are. Think of it as like every single day is an opportunity for me to make more money. And when you do that, it can become fun. But it also means that if you're not actively going after the revenue, then you're gonna just be leaving money on the table as a creator, and we don't want that for you. So the first and easiest low-level lift is to follow up with old brand collaborations. Follow up with old people you have already worked with. You already have a relationship with them. They already know the quality of your work. Follow up with them. It's much easier to get an old client or a current client to spend more money with you than it is to acquire a brand new client. When you reach out to them, you can also reference like past work that you have done. You can make it about their needs in quarter four going into 2026 and make it an easy yes for them. Give them a few options of exactly what you could do with them. This is also a great time to go into your email and find all of the people who have said no to you in the past 6 months that you need to follow back up with, and block some time on your calendar to follow up with them. Quarter four is here. Brands have budgets. They need to be spent. Maddie Garrett, you know her. She is a guest on this podcast, but she just created a social media post, and then I think it was in her newsletter about how a brand hired her for a $13,000 project, and then they ended up not even following through on the project and paid her anyway. So the lesson she was sharing is that brands really have fuck you money, and that they have so much more money than we think they do. So it's just up to us to go after it. Another important thing is to follow up on any outstanding work invoices you have floating around. Maybe somebody is taking longer than you would like to pay you. Now is the time to follow up with them. They're not going to just remember. It's up to you to go after and ask them, hound them for that money. Speaking of money, This is a great time of year to audit where your money is going. And I don't mean in like a get out the spreadsheet sort of way, but I mean, think about, am I undercharging for rushed projects? Am I not charging for revisions? Am I giving away free consultations and DMs? Am I not having payment terms and contracts? Like, think about where exactly you are letting your money just bleed. Where can you capture every last dollar? One of the best things you can do for yourself is plan your 2026 right now. I think the New Year hype is BS and incredibly overrated. I've shared about that in an old episode that I think we're going to rerun once the New Year comes around because I feel so strongly about it. It's one of my favorite episodes I ever created. It's called New Year Goals Are BS. Basically, the synopsis there is that you're asking society is asking us as creatives, business owners, entrepreneurs, that during this really slow, winding down, family-filled, friend-filled holiday time of year to come back from being restful and go 100% at what we want. And the reality is it doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen. You're asking me to stuff my face with like turkey and Christmassy foods and then open my computer and like write some magic after I've just had like conversations with my family about, who knows what. Not really in the best headspace to be like making my best business decisions. So I'll save the rest of that for that episode, but I think it's so important to plan your 2026 right now so that when all of that hype and conversation and rhetoric around 2026 New Year goals starts happening, you're already like, oh, I have already started a game plan of how I'm going to squeeze as much revenue out of 2026 as I possibly can. And as soon as you are back from all of your holiday stuff in 2026, you've already started implementing your goals. It is such a life hack to try and start implementing your New Year goals this year, right before it ends. And I don't want us to like push away our 2025 goals, but if there's like a couple of things you want to try out for 2026 and you want to do it now, all the power to you. I think that is such a boss move. But on the money side of things, on the creation side of things, it's really important to set your Q1 revenue goals now so that when you come back from all of your holiday stuff, you're like, all right, cool. I already know what's going on. I don't need to spend more time figuring out what I want to do. I already made the plan of this is how much money I need / want to make in Q1 of 2026. And here is where all of those dollars are going. I would also start pitching for Q1 right now. That is going to help you get a strong start in 2026. The brands aren't like, oh, shoot. I'm not thinking, like, no brand / company is not thinking about this next year during this calendar year. They're all thinking about 2026 before it even arrives. So you should too, like, meet them where they're at. So I would identify a few different ways you can work with brands. Is that a new service you're offering? Is it just putting more numbers into pitching? Just create a simple revenue plan in terms of the brand collaborations for Q1. The last thing that I want you to do to squeeze as much money out of 2025 as possible is to set up systems to make more money throughout the rest of this year and into the new year. It's not just about closing out this year, Q4. It's about setting yourself up for a really strong 2026. So right now, before January hits, here are a couple of like back-end creator system things you can do. I would review what you're charging and then bump it up, plan to bump it up. That's just kind of how it has to go. Increase your rates. And then this is a great time to also document your services clearly. So if someone has questions about XYZ thing, document them clearly, make packages for them. This is another great time to review your client onboarding process. So we don't have to like reinvent the wheel every single time someone wants to work with you. Instead, we're just going to create a few simple steps and forms so that when you get a new client, a new brand collaboration, you know exactly what to do. So whether that's like an intake questionnaire, you already have like a contract template, you already have an invoice template, you have a project timeline, you have a welcome email, all those things. I also want you to make sure that your accounts are set up correctly. And by accounts, I mean like, are you using Stripe? Is it connected and working? Are you getting paid via PayPal? Is it connected and working? Where is that money going? And make sure that those are set up for any new systems you want to implement in 2026. It will make things so much easier so that as soon as somebody wants to hire you, it's already working. They can send you money and you get it. The last thing I want to leave you with is a sort of 6-week to-do list, if you will. The first week of what you want to do would be sending up follow-ups to past collaborations and making sure you have any outstanding invoices locked in. The next week would be setting up client onboarding templates, making sure that process is really smooth, as well as creating your 2026 rates and your Q1 revenue goal. Week 3, be pitching. You should really be pitching all of the time. You should pitch 10 brands for collaborations for Q1, but also 10 brands probably per hour for collaboration for Q4. Week 4, I would review all of your expenses for 2025 thus far. Make sure there's nothing that you didn't forget to track, nothing that hasn't fallen through the cracks, so that when tax time comes, it's easier, as well as like it's good to know at the end of the year as well how much was spent in each outsourcing category of where your creator money went. Week 5 and 6, we want to just really be following up, finalizing anything that is remaining in 2025 projects and prepping for Q1. I don't mean to scare you, but you have 8 weeks left in 2025. Is that right? We have 12 weeks left. What the fuck? This is why I don't do math in public. 12 weeks left. Okay, guys, forget everything I said. We're chilling. I'm just kidding. I want you to like pretend like your butt is on fire for the next 12 weeks, but also like not do it in a hustly way. Okay. Like plan something fun at the end of your hustling day so that you're not being a tech bro who works 17-hour days. We don't want to be doing that. We don't have to be doing that. We don't have to be doing that. You will be a better creator and business owner if you don't do that. Promise. Promise, promise, promise. It is time to go get that money, my friends. The money is here. You just have to go get it and you have to ask for it. That's a wrap on your Q4 plan. I want to hear on Instagram at Travel Content Writing what the heck you're focusing on in 2024, as well as what you want to achieve in 2026 in your travel content creation journey. I am also accepting new episode ideas around these topics, so please feel free to dump them over in my DMs on Instagram. I love hearing from you. Thank you to everyone who has sent me messages recently. It is like, really is the best thing ever. It really is the best thing ever. Until then, like I said, feel free to say hi, but I will see you next week. Happy creating, and I will see you soon.
This podcast was produced by Your Girl Media.